This video will be about the budget way in starring up your officers effectively and quickly. Okay, so let's quickly look at officers. What is the benefit of starring up your officers? There are three very important benefits. The first one would be the stats. If you notice over here, by starring up, there are 5 stages in total to reach the next star. By moving up one stage, you can see that the main stats, which is all troops killed, will increase by 0.72%. If you increase by 5, I'm assuming it will be about 3.5 to 4%. So this is one of the benefit. The second benefit of starring up an officer would be the officer skills. Every time you move up from, let's say, from 1 star to 2 stars, you unlock an officer's skill slot. So like over here, this one over here, long range attack, it is open up once I reach 2 stars, and this one over here opens up on when I achieve 3 stars, and the last one will be unlocked at star 4. Okay, so this is the officer skills are very crucial if you want to improve your stats. So this is the second benefit of starring up an officer. The third benefit of starring up is you get to use special skills. This only applies to the purple officers. If you look at, okay, let's have a look at warfare officers. If you notice over here, top right hand side, there's this breakthrough skill. So these are some of the skills that available for purple officers at now when they are at 5 stars, and you need additional fragments to actually unlock them. So let's and blue officers, they don't have this special skill. If you look at butterfly on top, there's no such thing. Okay, so let's quickly talk about what is the strategy like. Okay, first of all, we covered about benefits. So next we will need to talk about blue and purple officers. Why do I have blue purple officers? If you notice something, let's say let me share with you. If I try to level up Tifa, now please bear in mind Tifa is at level 32. If I use all the officer XP to get her to 33, if you look at the all troops attack increased by 0.4%, but with the same amount, okay, this butterfly also the same skill, increase attack. The only thing would be it is lower. So if I increase the level, I use the same amount of officer XP, it increased by 0.3%. Now, butterfly is at level 20. Even though she jumps 2 level with the same officer, maybe if I move up a bit, jump 3 level, it is almost the same as Tifa. So with that, purple officers with the if you want to use officer XP, definitely purple would be better than blue. Why am I still keeping blue? Okay, now first of all, there's a strategy to keep blue officers. First, I normally have a 10 level gap difference between them. Like Tifa is 32, butterfly is 20, so there's more than 10 levels between them, because as I mentioned just now, the same amount of officer XP I use it on Tifa, the stats will improve better than butterfly. Therefore, I always keep them 10 levels away. So here's the issue. If why do I still use blue? Is because blue officer fragments are much easier to get. Number one, if you look at over here, officer exchange stores, there are 1,000 coins. Purple ones 3,000. And if you're talking about officer fragment chests, the chances of dropping blue is higher. Therefore, it is much easier. And if you look at my officers, the blue officers, uh, the Godfather, it's close to 5 star. Um, well, not really close to 5 star. I would say Butterfly is closer. So the rest, I would say that all of them just reached 3 star. And I'm playing this game for about 10 months. And so um, it takes a very long time. Therefore, if I'm able to start up Butterfly, I'm able to have more slots to slot in officer skills that are important. So therefore, I always balance blue and purple, and I can swap. Like for example, this is the default with Brave Star and Rock Bell. My my okay wounded capacity. My hospital would remain at 276. Okay, if if I go for battle, I will just use Morgan and Godfather to increase uh my fleet size, and I'm able to attack stronger enemies. So this is how I balance blue and purple. And if you notice over here, I have some really interesting skills. If I'm using this Godfather, because I have so many skill slots, I can use comprehension, which allows me to get more monsters XP, wounded ratio, at the same time fleet speed. And I have this one over here, fill up. So if when not I'm not sleeping but I'm still playing, I can change it to fill up, that is available at Barney and Rockbell. So I'm able to recover my mobility much faster. So these are all the interesting things you can play around if you have blue officers. For purple, you it's really hard as a budget player. And why is it hard? Let me share with you something over here. If you are buying um, fragments, this is what it costs. Depends on what type of officers. Normally, the purple, the small packs comes with $5.99, so you get 6 to 8 purple fragments. The war officers apparently is more expensive. So if you want to get 1 star, from 1 star to 2 stars, you need about $20, which is about $1 per fragment. If you want to reach from 4 star to 5 star, is $240. So if you're totaling up, if you want to move it from 1 star to 5 stars, there you need $440 US dollars. And not to mention that you need more fragments to unlock the skills or level up those officer skills. So it is very expensive for me, because um, I have a budget every month, a fixed budget to actually spend on the the game. So I have my budget approach. Therefore, I would not use this method, not buy small packs. I used to buy at the very beginning a few times. After that, I decided to choose the budget way, and I'm going to share with you how. So after you understand the balance of blue and purple, the next one we'll talk about is skill and frags. Officer skills and officer fragments. This is very important, because here's the thing. There are some okay, before I continue, let me share with you something. If you um, are spending money on spending more than just Supreme monthly cut, and you're buying packs, with this video, I hope it can support you to get fragments at a cheaper price, or I would say make it more affordable for you, so you can get more fragments faster, and you are able to start up your offices much faster with this video. If you are not spending on packs on officer fragments, this will assist you to go up, get your purple officers to at least 3 star and 4 star later on. But I would say 3 star took me a lot of time and effort already. So, um, okay, so let's talk about officer skills and officer fragments. They are two different things over. Okay, I don't have it. I just used. So let me share with you over here. This is skill. This is fragment. What are the difference? This one will give you random from green, blue, and purple officer fragment. This one will give you random officer skills. You need to know both of them, and you need to balance both of them. So what is the reason? Over here, if you have unsuccessfully get your officers from 2 stars to 3 stars and you have an empty slot, you unlock a slot, but you don't have the necessary officer skill or the important officer skill to put in, what is the point? I wouldn't say what is the point. It the feeling, it sucks because you don't have a very important, a good officer skill to slot in that will help you to boost your stats. So you see, you need to have a balance between fragments, officer stars and officer skills. If all your officers are at 4 stars or 5 stars, but you don't have the officer skills that are important, such as long range attack, long range HP, melee HP, long range expert, if you don't have enough of this, then those slots will just remain empty, or you are actually putting officer skills that are not very important and wouldn't help you much in improving your stats. Overall, you're actually spending a lot of money on frags, but you didn't spend much enough for officer skills, and therefore your stats didn't improve enough. If you have spent some of the money on buying officer skills, or you have used the budget way to accumulate more officer skill chests, and you have a very good balance, you have the necessary skill that is required, at the same time you have fragments, you start the officers at the right time, then you have a very, very strong city. So if you haven't reached 5-star officers yet, like me, I haven't reached 5-star yet, don't have to rush it, because if you rush, you need to rush both of them. That is very, very important. I'm speaking really quickly. I'm speaking really fast. I hope you get what I mean. So it's like the same thing as elite equipment. If you have the advanced level 3, level 4 equipment, but you don't have the extension S or A to slot in, that is it is wasted. Practically it's wasted. So the slot is wasted. So here, over here in special deals, if you look at monthly special, you can actually buy officer skills chests, and you can buy a lot of them to get the officer skill that is required. Once you get the skill that you need, then you go for fragments and you start officers, then everything will make sense, and your stats will improve much faster compared to just getting your officers to 5-star as fast as possible. Okay, so sorry, that is quite long. I hope you understand the importance of it. So how to get officer fragments with a budget way, the budget method. So the first place that you can look at for officers fragments would be black market. This is my favorite part. If you are spending money buying packs, this is very important as well. You can get your fragments over here. So at the bottom left hand side, you realize there's this officer fragment chest. You can definitely buy these. As you see, I'm buying fuel and VIP 3 days as well. So what you need to do is you sell the resources, okay, and you buy these items with the cash exchange, by selling those resources, and then you can definitely exchange. For me, this is good, so I'll just exchange it. So, and then the next thing is you want to refresh it. On the top right hand side, you see this refresh button. Started from 10 gold. I definitely will refresh it a few times every day, because by default the items over here will refresh every 8 hours. So it means that these items will change 3 times a day. I want it to change more often so I can buy more officer fragments and fuel and other items that I need. Therefore, I use Go to refresh. So if you don't spend on Supreme Money Card, it is fine. Do not spend on refreshing this black market. If you do, you have 1,000 gold a day. You definitely is worth it for spending them in refreshing the black market. And once you open the officer's fragment chest, you don't get what you want because, as I mentioned, it's random green, blue, or purple. You can go to exchange store and you can decide to sell it. Like a bull fragment, generally I don't need it, I'll sell it. So there are a lot of officer fragments that I keep, but sometimes I will sell it. And I would over here you can buy officer skills chest and the purple officer fragments that you really need. And over here the refresh button is available as well. You can definitely refresh it and get the officers that you need. So these are the places that I get the officer fragments without paying cash. Another place, as I just shown you just now, is the ruins, where you can actually go for academic action or the capital capture. So over here you get the fragments and the skill set as well. Okay, so these are the buildings. So how about events? Events, you get the most officer fragment chests from Zombie Uprise. So remember to participate in Zombie Uprise. It is about once a week. It is not that hard. Try to make time to participate. And last one would be prioritizing. Okay, if you follow this budget method to get the officer fragments, you will get generally 10 to 20 purple officer fragments. Not necessarily the one you want. Not necessarily the ones that you need, but not always, but you will get about 10 to 20. Okay, so now next thing would be prioritizing. Now this is very important. You see, I have a lot of purple officers. I have generally, I believe most of you have the same as well. I have Medicis, I have Morgan, Bravestar, Laureline. I have the warfare officers, including Aeon as well. Now, here's the thing. I don't buy every single purple officers at the exchange store. Now you notice that I have I Medici, F Medici, Laureline, I have all three of them, but I'm not buying them. Not that I don't have the officers to sell and trade them off and buy this. It's just that they are not my priority. What do I mean? My priority right now over here is to move the officers from 2 stars to 3 stars and not 3 stars to 4 stars, because I want to unlock the officer skill slot as soon as possible. So right now my priority is these 3 officers. The first one would be Panda. Panda, I am just 2 fragments short from getting it to 3 star. And Zeus and Alexandria, they have a long way to go. But this is first, Panda is my top priority. Next will be Zeus and Alexandria. Once I get enough Panda, I'll start to spend the coins on the Alexandria and Zeus. So these are my priority. So if I see Laureline and I Medici, F Medici, I wouldn't touch it, because every week I have only a limited amount of coins. I want to focus on leveling up, starring up those officers that are easier, which is 2 stars to 3 stars. Because if you notice, 2 stars to 3 stars, a you need 12 per stage, multiplied by 5 is 60. Okay, for 3 star to 4 star is 24 multiplied by 5 is about 120. So it is much harder to start 3 star to 4 star compared to 2 stars to 3 stars. So I hope these tips and my approach of starring up officers will assist you to make your city stronger. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. Other than that, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.